Greeting from MythBearCo. Please enjoy our story vodcast. There once lived a powerful bear named Ursulus in a place shrouded in myth and mist. His eyes shone with the knowledge of centuries past, and his fur was as black as the night sky. But more than his stature or power, Ursulus's affinity for the old stories that floated over the mountains and forests distinguished him from all other bears. According to legend, Ursulus was the protector of the sacred grove, where the essence of nature itself blended with the spirits of the land. It was thought that entry to the grove, where spirits resided and may be consulted for knowledge and guidance, would be given to anybody who could gain Ursulus's confidence. The inhabitants of the country had honored Ursulus for many generations, putting berries and honey gifts at the forest's edge in an attempt to win his favor. However, in spite of their best attempts, the bear remained elusive, only showing up to those who truly exhibited humility and kindness. A teenage hunter called Arya once went into the bush to find animals so her community may be fed. She came upon Ursulus as she ventured more into the forest, and he looked her warily and curiously at the same time. Arya approached Ursulus with outstretched palms, offering him a handful of wildflowers she had picked along the way, instead of reaching for her bow. She was shocked to see the bear accept her present, his expression softening as he inhaled the dainty flowers. Arya and Ursulus bonded at that instant, a friendship that went beyond words and overcame the divide between human and beast. Ursulus guided Arya far into the forest, into the sacred grove, sensing her sincerity and purity of heart. Arya experienced a wave of calm as they arrived at the grove, as though the very air was alive with age-old enchantment. She closed her eyes, knelt in front of the tall trees, and said a silent prayer to the spirits that called the trees home. As a result, the grove started to shimmer with a brightness that was otherworldly, and the spirits of the land, impressive beings from myth and legend who radiated strength that was beyond human comprehension, rose up from the depths of the forest. Arya heard the spirits speak words of wisdom and direction that resonated throughout her spirit. They explained to her the harmony of nature, the interdependence of all living things, and the significance of safeguarding their home planet. Touched by their words, Arya promised to respect the spirits and the land they guarded, committing her might to nurture and safeguard instead of conquer. And Ursulus was by her side, a quiet protector and unwavering companion, as she emerged from the grove, glowing with newfound understanding. Inspired by the teachings she had learned from Ursulus and the spirits of the sacred grove, Arya committed her life to protecting the equilibrium of the natural world from that day on. And even though there were many obstacles and perils on her path, she overcame them with bravery and conviction because she knew that as long as she stayed loyal to her principles and heart, she would always be with her. As a result, the story of Ursulus and the sacred grove persisted, serving as a tribute to the strength of camaraderie, the enchantment of nature, and the unwavering courage of those who dared to heed the wild's whispers. Arya's relationship with Ursulus grew stronger as the seasons went by, and their exploits together became legendary. Always led by the whispers of the spirits and the wisdom of the land, they walked across raging rivers, over towering mountains, and through secret valleys. However, as they were traveling, a mysterious power that threatened to upset the delicate balance of nature itself started to emerge. Whispers of discontent resounded over the fields and woodlands as dark clouds began to amass on the horizon. Feeling the danger approaching, Arya and Ursulus, their hearts heavy from the work at hand, went out to find the source of the disturbance. They came into both friendly and hostile animals throughout the journey, each having a distinct part to play in the story that was developing. They came upon a tribe of forest people as they traveled more into the heart of the woods. Their dwellings had been destroyed by an unrelenting blight, and their once vibrant surroundings were now strangled by gloom and misery. Inspired by their struggle, Ursulus stood watch, his silent might a ray of hope among the encroaching darkness, and Arya determined to help them restore their home. With every ounce of power, they battled to restore the earth together, clearing contaminated streams, growing new trees, and fending off the oncoming darkness. And while they labored side by side, they developed friendships and a sense of solidarity with the forest inhabitants, who shared their goal of bringing harmony and balance back to the planet. However, even as they toiled, the dark energy kept growing, its tendrils edging closer and closer to the center of the sacred grove. As the days got progressively shorter and the nights longer, Arya and Ursulus realized they had to face the darkness's origin before it was too late. They embarked on their last expedition with heavy hearts and unwavering resolve, following the path of darkness to its source, a looming stronghold covered in shadows with walls pulsating with evil energy. With unwavering spirits and a clear mind, they advanced towards the stronghold, bracing themselves for the impending combat. A legion of ominous creatures, twisted entities of darkness and misery, their eyes flashing with hatred as they marched upon our heroes, greeted them as they broke through the stronghold walls. However, in the face of difficulty, Arya and Ursulus remained steadfast, their love unshakable and their determination unflinching. With a tremendous roar, Arya released a barrage of elemental power that drove back the darkness with each pulse of energy, and Ursulus surged into the battle, his enormous claws ripping through the lines of their enemies. Their energies entwined in a dance of light and shadow, hope and sorrow, they battled together with courage and resolve. And while the fight went on, a voice that was both sorrowful and regretful but yet slightly hopeful rang out through the confusion. It was the voice of the very darkness, a tormented spirit pleading for pardon and salvation. Feeling moved by the entreaty, Arya and Ursulus continued, their hearts heavy with sympathy, facing the darkness's origin, a fallen soul engulfed in sorrow and rage, its once bright essence tarnished by the shadows that surrounded it. Arya reached out to the spirit with a soft touch and a silent prayer, her words full of compassion and understanding. And as she accepted the darkness inside of her, she saw a glimmer of hope, redemption, and rejuvenation emerge from its depths. Just then, the stronghold collapsed around them, and the darkness started to pull away. Arya and Ursulus emerged from the wreckage with triumphant spirits, their hearts beaming, as the light of morning peeked through the clouds. Thus, the strength of friendship and compassion defeated the darkness and broke its grasp on the country. And when Arya and Ursulus arrived home, everyone who had seen their valiant actions embraced them with applause and joy, whispering their names in wonder and adoration. Even after the darkness had been vanquished, Arya realized that their adventure was far from done because there were still many obstacles and perils in the world that needed to be overcome with bravery and resolve. With Ursulus by her side, their unbreakable tie and their hearts eternally intertwined in the fabric of destiny, she knew that no matter what hardships lie ahead, she would confront them. Thanks for watching and listening.